What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Dorian.
And this is Miss MVP. How are you guys doing today?
And welcome to another episode of the Convos in the Park podcast. For our first-time listeners, we hope you find something that you enjoy and continue to rock with us. For our day ones and everyone else in between, we appreciate y'all as well. Miss MVP, how is you doing today?
I'm okay.
You're okay?
I am. I went to the dentist today and I got complimented and insulted at the same time.
This seems like it's a constant trend with you. Do tell.
What do you mean? We're going to have to talk about that. Because I got split personality, so I have to like, oh, okay, cool. And then I'm like, why you say that? But no, she was mad because they called her in, number one. Mm-hmm. I don't know the whole story behind it because I don't care. But they called her in and she was like, I get off in like an hour. Thought this was going to take longer. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? I'm mad. But no, my teeth clean. See? Teeth.
Gotcha.
I know how to do that, baby. You know I got glamour shots in the house.
Yes, you do. Don't have to hit us for them.
How are you? What's going on in your world?
My world's not too hectic. Had to take the place of my manager who was on vacation this weekend. So playing that role and dealing with fires that may have to be put out, not real fires, so to say, but you know, those drastic emails that come in at the last minute. Oh, we need instant action on this. Well, you could have probably planned that way long ago. Probably would have had more preparation, but you know, it is what it is. With with most companies, you know, something happens and everyone has to jump on the fire to take it out.
And so you expect people to make sense. Gotcha.
You know what?
Gotcha.
That was an ongoing conversation in our office all this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, why is it that things are not making sense when you really sit back and look at the big picture? But we forget sometimes in big companies or corporations, you get too many chiefs and not enough Indians.
I can dig it. I understand. I just be like, okay, call me when y'all figure it out. Then I'll see what I can do to help.
Yeah, but you get those moments where it feels like as these things are being told to you, you're instantly losing brain cells every second that you hear something stupid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. On the daily. A daily. But that's why we have this nice little podcast to have an outlet from humanity or humans. Lack of humanity sometimes. And today we are talking about the mother, the creator of all life, not just the Black woman.
No.
But all women.
Okay.
Mothers come in all shapes, sizes, religions,
personalities,
good traits, bad traits,
crazy
evil traits, but it's still our mama.
Yes.
Some of us are fortunate enough to never understand what it's like to love a woman who was abused and or was abusive to them. Yeah. Some of us will never understand why she do that. But we have to understand it's a cycle.
Yeah.
And we have to learn how to move about our cycle. Some of us are less fortunate enough to know our moms. Yeah. And rest in peace to the moms who lost their life in childbirth or due to some type of life situation, domestic violence or what have you. And to the children who survived that, my heart and my condolences go out to you. And those who mother is not with them, where however you may have lost her, whether it was early by sickness, whatever, my condolences go out to you. So this show goes out to the mothers with us and not with us, but with us in spirit. And for that, I say, dear mama.
Salute.
My mama's stubborn. She's still here. I ain't trying to kill her, but my mama should have been dead 15 years ago. She was dead for about 8 minutes. The Monday after Hurricane Katrina.
Oh, wow. Okay. I guess that's something I didn't remember.
Yep. The Monday after Hurricane Katrina. Found her, matter of fact, found her on the floor at the doctor's office.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Should have been gone. But she's stubborn. She was in the hospital for about 3 months. In a coma, back and forth, SICU, and I laid on plenty of couches, traveled up and down 65 many days, but she's here, and I thank God for her.
Amen. Yes, indeed.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
What about Mama Lydia? How's she doing?
Mama Lydia is still around and still being the matriarch that she is, and after her mama passed, the biggest thing for her was, I won't say trying to keep that mantle, but definitely was trying to be I won't even say the middle ground, but being that
backbone.
Yeah, being the backbone a bit. Definitely wanted to make sure that her brothers and sisters, were trying to take care of themselves, and whether it be spiritually, physically, she, and for a while she was on the kick of everyone needed to, get their blood pressure checked and, go to the doctor. So, and then of course, when she lost her sister, that was a blow, and that just like reinforced it even more. But my mother was, I tried the best way I can describe Mama Lydia for our listeners is, if anyone's old enough and remembers 227, she's Mary.
In everybody's business and causing trouble. Translation. But everybody love her.
Yeah, I mean, because the most I remember of Mary from 227, she was the one where everyone else seemed a little bit wild. She was the one that was kind of like even keeled, middle of the road. Well, no, okay, I take that back. Yes, she was. Okay. No, she's more like no, I can't even say she's Blanche. Thinking of Golden Girls.
Called your mama a hoe?
No, that's what I said. I said she's not Blanche. She's more
Mama Lydia gonna have to listen to this show.
What was B. Arthur's Dorothy?
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, she's a little bit like Dorothy, just not as sarcastic.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. Called your mama.
No, far from it. She's a wholesome Christian lady.
Yes. Yes, she is. That's a whole different show. Yes, she is. But anyway, I was listening. Okay, so anybody who know me know I love me some Tupac, right? So yes. I was listening, of course, to Dear Mama, and the song always hit me. I think it's maybe one time out of listening to it 20, 30 times that I won't cry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And today I didn't not cry. So I did cry. Just a little bit. Just a little tear. And it was the last,
Because you a thug.
Of course. Thugs cry. And I don't apologize for my feelings.
Touché.
How about that? So, it hit me like it always hit me.
Mm-hmm.
My mother, okay, so let me catch y'all up. Some of y'all slow. I am a single mom.
Don't gotta be nice to him. You can't call him slow.
Some of y'all hadn't caught up. So I am a single mom of 2. A lot of people don't know this, but my mom is sick, and I have a full-time job. I do this, and I take care of my family and my mom. Okay, so my mom took care of her mom in the same scenario with 2 kids working, minus the podcast, and before my dad moved from Texas here. Okay. And I was less than 5 when he did all that, but still, that's a long time to do that. Mm-hmm. So long story short, over the years, no pun intended, because that's in the song. Over the years, I have learned to respect the lyrics, because of course Pac was wise beyond his years. He was 25 when he died. Put that into perspective, okay? He was 25.
Mm-hmm.
The lyrics to this song is, when I was listening to the lyrics, listening to it, and I actually pulled it up on Genius, and the very last line of this song is, "Everything will be all right if you hold on. It's a struggle every day. You gotta roll on. Yeah. There's no way that I could pay you back, but my plan is to show you that I understand. You are appreciated." And when I tell you that, it sums up everything that we try to say to our mom, or at least me, or parents, or what have you. But it's like, I get it, especially as an adult. Like, okay, I get it. So I say that to say, what lesson did your mom or mother figure try to instill in you when you were young? And you was like, I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do my thing. What type of lesson did they try to instill in you that you still paid attention to, but you really wish that you would have got it earlier?
This one goes back to anyone that knows me closely. The one thing my mother always tried to instill in me is to act and not procrastinate.
Yes, Jesus. Lay hands, Father. My glasses got a glare.
Yeah, the one thing that she's always tried to instill in me is to act and not procrastinate, not to put things off to the last minute, and to always be as prepared as you can. When I was growing up, I grew up in Brooklyn. The biggest thing for her was school. So it was always, make sure you got your homework done, make sure, you got everything, prepped for the next day. Make sure, you studied for a test if you got it. Make sure, if it's a project, you're not waiting to the last minute to get the items for the project and put it together, things like that. And I won't say that she failed in that, because in certain things I do take action. But when it comes to, for certain things for myself, I tend to procrastinate. Like, I know for anything professional wise, yeah, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm on point. I'm there early, I'm prepared. But when it comes for doing things for myself, I kind of put that to to the back burner, and then it's like, I got people like you that remind me, Dorian, the hell are you doing?
Don't put me in there.
But it's true.
I plead the fifth.
Okay, you can plead the fifth all you want. Plead the fifth all you want.
I plead the fifth, young man.
Me, you, and the Lord knows the truth.
He busy. Don't bother him. Don't bother him. He got other things to do. Okay. Yeah. And you can't procrastinate. But my mom, so she used to the same. I didn't have a problem with procrastinating. You know me, I like being on time for everything. Yeah. It bothers me if I ain't on time. Yes, I'm one of those people. It does. It pisses me off.
5 minutes early, you're late.
Yes. Yes. I'm late and I don't like that. I like to be able to take my time to do what I gotta do. So my mama I used to get in trouble. She used to steal me about ironing, right? Mm-hmm. I hate ironing. I only iron daily because my children have to wear uniforms, okay? And they're too young to kind of do it by themselves, so I do it for them. Mm-hmm. Most kids get punishments. No TV. You can't go outside. My mama drop a basket of clothes in front of you and say, iron everything. Can I not just go outside? And I'm sitting up there just ironing, just watching TV, watching everybody else play outside. I could go outside. I could talk on the phone. I could do all that. But you finna iron all these clothes. Can't stand it to this day. Nope. She used to call lines on shirt cat faces. Like, why you got cat face? What is that? Cat faces.
Cat faces.
Cat faces.
Yeah, never heard that.
Yeah. Cat faces. And people say we were traumatized as children. I can call my sister. I'm going to text her and see if she's available. No, she's sleeping. So we were traumatized as children. Candy, like the Nerds candy, and I'm sorry, my camera might have froze up a little bit.
Yep.
The little nerd candy, we couldn't have those. If she's heard them, we had to go outside and eat them. We couldn't have balloons. But Mama Nerves real, she's shell shocked. She's real shell shocked. We couldn't have balloons. We couldn't have nerds. We couldn't have damn. What's the rest of that stuff? Damn, I'm drawing a blank. Damn, I wish my sister was awake. But yeah, we you live and you learn. You know.
Yeah.
You live and you learn.
Yeah, when it came to ironing and all that, it was, I learned that from Mama Lydia, and she's a prime proponent of starch. Heavy starch on the clothes. And for a while, I was using it, of course, because that was the only way that she taught me. And then after a while, I was just like, steam does the exact same thing.
No, it don't. Steam don't make the pan stand up by itself.
See, now that was...
Dip my clothes in these starches and just sit there and iron with the press.
Not even to get off topic, but that was something that was shocking to me when I moved down to Mobile from New York. Because again, if at the most we would press our jeans if we even did that. But when I came down to Mobile and I seen the Stay Flow, and everyone had the super sharp creases in the jeans, and you could almost cut an apple with them, and they would stand up. I was like, "What is this?" It was like, "That's just how we
take the pants off. They stand up by themselves, baby." That was the dumbest trend. I mean, like, guys would literally buy their pants like a size too big just so they can have the leg room and the crease at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
The dumbest shit ever.
Yeah, now you talk about people trying to spend some time on ironing. Yeah, you had to spend a whole bunch of time to do that. Yeah, I wasn't all that. Let me get this steam press on so I can get the wrinkles out and move on. But even
trying to see if
then,
I can find a picture of.
oh no, we don't know. We don't need to see pictures.
Hilarious. That's a video. But baby, the jeans, the khakis, all of them.
Yep. Yeah.
Here you go. Here you go. I don't know how the picture gonna look. Let me see. I don't want to have their faces on here. You see it? That was a trend, man.
Yeah. That was too. Yeah, that's something I could not get myself to do no matter what. I was like, nope. I had my southern roots, but I was gonna keep my up north. Yeah, I was gonna keep my up north style.
Well, when that trend hit, I wore because I think we were in uniforms at that point. I just went ahead and started wearing skirts. I wasn't gonna do that. And when I found out them skirts, they had to be ironed. What? Wire, wrap it around, shorts. Let's go. Hoodie out the door. I was happy, but I digress. Yep. I remember one day I told my mama, her and my dad was sitting in the den. I grabbed my keys. I was like, I'm gonna be back. And it was like, where you going? And again, for cell phones. She's like, you got your people? Yes, mama. So I left the house. I said, when I come back, I'm going to have me a job because I'm tired of sitting in this house in the evening with y'all watching Wheel of Fortune. And I left. And she was like, okay, well, when you come back, bring me back a pack of cigarettes. Because at that time, you could go buy cigarettes before you were at a certain age. And yes, I'm telling my age, I don't give a sugar, honey, iced tea. So I left the house. Now, I think I went to like 3 different places. And the last place I went to, I got a job. And I was like, thank you, Lord. I went to Walmart and went and right then and there and bought my pants, bought my shirt. I was like, I'm going to work tomorrow. I was so damn happy making that little old chump change. I think I was making maybe $5 an hour, like $5.50.
Yeah, it had to be like it was like $5.25 starting minimum wage back then. Yeah,
I was happy. I used to stay up late then. I didn't get out of work till like 9 o'clock. Ooh,
look at you.
If I was at the movie theater, but she was happy for me. My mom, they pushed education. Her and my dad both. They were both what you say, happy people, like they didn't stress over a whole lot. They was like, okay, I was fortunate enough that if I didn't want to work or have to work during school, I just didn't. But because I knew that I didn't want to continuously ask them for stuff,
right?
That I'm like, okay, I'm good. I can do it myself. You know what I'm saying? It was, and I'm telling you, it was the dear mama. Like, it felt good to be like, nah, mom, I got it. Or, here's $20 to pay for my insurance for the month. What? Let me give you this Twinkie right here. I mean, that's half my check, but here you go.
Yeah.
But it was nice, and I thank them for allowing me to do that, because some people who needed to work couldn't because they didn't have the resources to get there
Yeah.
or the resources to find a way back and forth. And I thank my parents for them being hungry enough to want to do better.
Yeah.
And that way it pushed me to do better. So
Yeah.
thank y'all.
Indeed. And for me, the biggest thing, like I said, my mother was stern on education. And if that education bar wasn't met, at first it wasn't no sparing the rod in our house.
Beat that ass.
Wasn't no sparing the rod in my house, but I eventually learned, about that and the importance of education. But the biggest thing that kind of sent me in a different direction was my outlet for just having fun and being able to be out. Because again, I think I've said this in previous episodes before, but my mother kind of kept a protective bubble around me. It was only so far, like most kids can go up and down the whole block in Brooklyn. Me, I'm confined within that eyesight of that window.
That's how I do my son.
So, as I got older and I was able to, and and for going to school, it mainly was my mother, except for, I want to say junior high school, but elementary, no, I'll take that back as elementary. No, my grandparents were the ones that came and picked me up from both the elementary schools I went to. But from junior high school all the way up to high school, it was my mother that was the one that was with me the entire step of the way. Before school even started, she was like, all right, we're going to take this Saturday. We're going to hop on a train, bus, or wherever way you got to get there. And that's the way that we're going to, that way you got an idea of what's going on so you don't get confused, which is cool. Mm-hmm. But it was when I got in the track, in high school, and freshman year, of course, starting to feel myself a bit because now I'm not that nerdy kid that everyone, knew me from when
you stopped being a nerd.
Okay, not as nerdy, I'll say.
Okay.
or as seen.
Retraction to that statement.
Yeah, because from elementary to middle school, I was around pretty much the same people. So high school, new perspective, and then when I stopped focusing on school as much because of girls and everything else, so I wasn't focusing on school as much. First thing my mother did was take track. Mm-hmm. So it was like, okay, now the one outlet that I had where I could kind of feel myself be free was gone. Now it's just, all right, wake up, go to school, leave school, go home, do homework, sit there.
Try it again.
Yep. And my mother still gets on me to this day about not focusing, when I needed to. I did turn my life around once I moved to Alabama, but
what shit to do? Not back then anyway.
But not even that. It was just more so she knew, just like most people that know me know, she saw the potential early. So it was like, I know you have potential. I know how smart you are. I just need you to realize how smart you are. And if you really put everything that you know to focus, you can do great things. Mm-hmm. But she was like, at the same time, I cannot allow you to just think that you are going to, make your decisions without consequences.
Correct.
So, that's one of the biggest takeaways I take from my mother to this day. And as much as, the punishments that I had, and I won't say that I hated that she took art away from me, but because I could not draw, that was one of the outlets that, to this day, I still have. It's just very rare that I pick up a pencil and try to draw something. And there's been plenty of times where I would try to get get an artist sketch pad or something, just to kind of reinvigorate myself into drawing, but just can't seem to do it now.
Oh, tink tink. Oh, tink tink. I don't remember anything being taken away from me. I am a I don't know the proper word to use, but I'm a very patient person. Number one.
Okay.
Number two, I'm the type of person, if you teach me that I can do something else without, if you teach me I can live without it, I'm gonna lose interest in it. I'm gonna be okay without it. So it's not gonna really affect me. It's like, it's dead to me now. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of like Facebook.
I was about to say, what's that? But yes. Yes. I'm okay without Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm fucking fantastic, to be honest. But I'm okay. Like, I don't recall anything ever being taken away from me like that, because I really didn't do anything. I wasn't one of the one. I was very satisfied with my simple life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I got into playing the first PlayStation that came out. I remember playing NCAA 99, and I fell in love with it.
Mm-hmm.
My teams were Duke and Georgia Tech. I used to stay playing, and I loved playing college ball on the game, but I like watching professional ball. But that's a different thing. But
yeah.
I know that they took maybe my crafts. I do know what they took from me. I still have it to this day, though, because he took it. My daddy took it and he hid it. It was my science kit, my biology kit, like my chemistry kit.
Okay.
And I still have it to this day. I'm gonna have to pull it out. It's back there. But they did take it because I was doing some shit I shouldn't have been doing. I wasn't cooking meth, crack, cocaine, but I was dissecting bugs, and I should not have been. That's not what it was for. No. And I should not have been using a butter knife. I remember that. But
you're trying to torture the... Never mind.
But I love science, though. So, but I don't think I was okay with my simple life. My siblings and I are too far apart in age, number one.
Yeah.
And when we moved off of our street to another house, there was like no kids. One side of our street was divided. Mm-hmm. One side of the street was one high school. The other one was another high school. And I was already by myself because everybody else went to one school. And then even though I was on the same street, Jason and I, who lived on the other street, we went to Murphy. Right. Everybody else went to Williamson. So we were, when we came back home, we was like, where you been? Like, I ain't got to be with y'all all the time, type thing. But when we moved, I just learned how to live by myself. It was almost like I was the only child, except for when I went to school. So, right. I don't know, but they didn't have to take anything from me because I'm a good girl. I don't give a SH. Deny it.
I plead the fifth.
You can bleed all you want to. Shit. All you want. But I don't recall. I do know this, though. I did get in trouble. I like sweet potato pies, okay?
Okay.
I have a shirt that say sweet potato pie. Put it in my belly. I love it, okay? My grandmama used to make me a sweet potato pie once a week. Mm-hmm. I didn't eat it all because I was young, but she used to make me one. My grandma was blind, still baking her ass off. Long story short, when I got older, I found out my mama could cook like my grandmama. After my grandma passed away, I didn't know who was doing the cooking. I wasn't allowed in the fucking kitchen. So I was like, ooh, pie.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to ask, for food. So when we got pies and shit, I ate 2 slices. And I took my ass out the door. Aluminum foil, fingers out the door. I didn't know they was for her job. Sorry, mother. So, so she up cussing and fussing because she got to peel more potatoes
and make another pie.
Go and find some pie crust for work. I'm like, shit, my bad. I ain't know. I'm a good girl. I didn't get in trouble a lot. I didn't get a lot of spankings. I think I got like 4 spankings, beatings, whatever you want to call it.
I've gotten several from forging her name on a permission slip when I was 6, 7.
I ain't get in trouble for
that. Let's see. Lying, of course. Not turning in report cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, quite a. I got a long list, but I will say this: as much as they were cheap. Well, my mother was stern on me. I can honestly say, besides being, or I would say being the only child that was raised around her at the time, I never really wanted for stuff. Yeah, there were certain things that I really, really wanted, but there wasn't a time to where, I wasn't looking for. It was a time where, especially for my birthday and Christmas, because they're a week apart, but it was never a time where I didn't. It was never a time where I didn't get a birthday gift and a Christmas gift, or just a random thing. Like if, let's say, I remember one time directly, it was I think I was visiting them during spring break after I moved to Mobile, and it was a game that came out. What was the game? Gran Turismo on the PlayStation.
Excuse me, sir. Speak English.
It was a racing game called Gran Turismo. And I wanted that, and I called my mother at work. I was like, "Mom," she was like, "Yes, Dorian, I'm at work." I was like, I know. I just got a quick question. I was like, "Would you be able to get me Gran Turismo, on your way back from work?" She sat back, thought about it. How much is it?
$70.
Regular price. Yeah, I was like $50. She was like, you just hear that, like, I don't want to do it, but I'm gonna do it because I love you.
No. I would have been like, no.
But I mean, like, yeah,
you got a $30 limit on games.
Yeah, like I said, but she knew that those things brought me happiness, and again, if I was inside playing games, I wasn't outside doing something stupid. So, she always kept that in mind. And then even after my little stint of quote unquote being a bad boy, and then I moved to Mobile, she always stayed in touch, always checked up on me, always made sure I was doing what I was supposed to do. And, she awarded me when I, started doing well. She would, just as fair as I can get rewards, she would take it just as quickly. So I love that balance about her. But the only thing that I always disliked, I won't say I hated, I disliked, is when she brings up the past.
That's women. That's in our DNA.
I know for some, but to hear it from your mother and it's like, all right, it's been 20 years. I don't need this recycled. I already know.
Why not? Do you have any I won't call them regrets, but do you, because your mother is still living and fortunately she's in her right mindset, but do you
Right.
have anything that you wish that your mom, that you all could have done earlier?
Honestly, the only thing I do kind of regret is, and this is more so on me, not being as open when it comes to my life overall. Because when most people meet me, I'm very guarded until I feel like I can trust you. And then, those layers start coming back. But even with my direct family, there's a lot of things that I keep personal because I've seen the one side to where, your business is all out there. And then I've seen the side to where, people are trying to dig in your business because they don't know enough. I kind of try to play that balance, but just being more open and honest about maybe my feelings, and even with relationships, I kind of kept most of those a secret from her and until something crazy happened. But yeah, just having those conversations with her. And I know it's not saying that it's something that I can't do now, but I wish I would have done that way younger, because it was one conversation that we had while I think I was visiting them after I graduated and I started messing up in college. Go figure, cycle continues. But no, when I was working up there with her and then I met her for lunch one day, we had a conversation. And we just started, she asked me about the person I was seeing at the time. And, it just felt weird to kind of have that conversation because it was never something that she asked before.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just like, okay. And of course, she knows I can be guarded, and she respects my boundaries. But I just wish that I would have had a little bit more open conversations with her.
Yeah.
Early on.
I'm sorry for moving. I was trying, my house is cold and I'm sitting right under the vent. So it's like I'm in a sweatshirt, but I'm trying to move because the jet came on and it kind of, but yeah, I get it. I don't think I have anything like that. She didn't care. She cussed you out and love on you. My mama mean, man. And it's not mean to like I'm being spoiled. She mean. Shit. She cussed me out from 15 feet across the room today.
Well, she was always sweet with me though.
Yeah. It's called being fake. Oh, mean shit. She's sweet now. She's nice. She's pleasurable. She mean as fuck. Mean. But I remember one time, okay, so my mama does not know how, even still in her 6th stage, prior to Hurricane Katrina, my mama did not know how to ride a bike.
Okay.
Mom decided she wanted to get on a bike one day. After some beers. We just gonna say after a beer.
Okay.
I don't know how many she had, but I know she had at least one. You know how our driveway kind of just slightly is the hill, right? Not a big one, just slightly.
You're talking about the house you're at now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, not the horseshoe.
Yeah.
That ain't number rocks. So it's a small hill. So she wanted to go down towards the street on KK's bike. And KK was about Bria age. You know how tall my mama is.
Yeah.
She wobbling. And so she couldn't, she did the rotation about 5 times and then she bloop. We talked bad about her then. Like bad. Like, yo, old ass don't know how to ride a bike. Then that same year, the following year, she broke her toe pinky toe. She was limping for about 3 days trying to get it right. Mama, how you break your pinky toe? Chasing behind that goddamn Mardi Gras float. You don't know how to ride a bike, but you chasing the comic cowboys because one of her friends was on the floor. I said, you chasing behind. I'm like, it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I can talk about my mama for days. And look, this shit is funny. Had to go to the emergency room. Mrs. Smith's frozen biscuits. You know the ones that are. It was froze together. Genius upstairs wanted to split it apart with a knife right down her finger. Emergency room, they go. Because I ain't go. Tell your husband to take it because that was not smart. Tell your husband. So I'm like, Dad, what's up with that? She had to get like 3 stitches in her damn finger. Come to find out it was a damn butter knife. I'm like, how thin is your skin?
Wait. Hold up. See, this is one of those things. We talk about logic trying to make sense.
Look, when I tell you.
With a butter knife?
Because she was trying hard. So when it finally gave way, you know for a fact, because you done been over here, there should be cameras around because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to be said at any given time. I've had to tell my son, I've asked him, baby, did you put deodorant on? Yes, ma'am. On your skin? No. Well, go put it on your skin. And I am a mother. I have been a mother damn near 11 years. And I have to ask a human being, did you put deodorant on your skin?
Yeah.
This is what mothers do. My daughter fell asleep. Yeah, she fell asleep in my bed the other night. I kicked that ass out. But I have pictures of Braylon, my son, who have fallen asleep in weird positions. And I don't do nothing but just drop cover over him and walk away. Don't touch him. I don't give a shit. You in the house, it's cool. Just bloop and walk away. If you wake up in the middle of the night, you'll figure it out. If not, we'll talk about it in the morning. He fell out the bed the other night. Scared the shit out of me. He's tall for his age, right?
Yeah.
So I know he's still in a twin bed, and I know it's time, and I ordered his bed today from Rooms to Go, and it's supposed to be getting delivered by fucking July. So he just got to stay, a couple more days. He fell out the bed, so I jumped up. First, I looked on the camera. Then I was like, okay, it's just him. I went and stood over him. He laid there for a few minutes. And then he looked up. He just climbed back into his bed. He asked me what happened. Did I do this? And I just like, I turned back around and walked away. This is the shit that mothers deal with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I say this to say, I understand why my mama used to side eye me. I would take my bath at night, put me on some shorts, t-shirt, and go to bed. Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I was actually asleep under my cover. Other times I'll sleep on top of my cover. Here's why. Excuse me for what I'm about to say about my mama. My mama, I'm looking at a crucifix. My mama is anal. And we could not leave the house without our bed being made up.
No. You can't say that. I think that is that generation of mothers, because my mother was the same way. There was no way that she was not going to wake up. And the first thing that she wasn't going to do after she said her prayers was make up the bed.
I get that.
And after I woke up, I had to make the bed too.
I found a loophole in the system, right?
Oh.
So our old house on San Souci,
Mm-hmm.
my room was in the front, their room was in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So, good night, y'all. I get another fucking cover out the closet. I sleep on top of the cover. I just cover myself up.
Mm-hmm.
So when they peep in on me, they don't know if I'm under that or not. So I wake up, I just fold that bitch back. And my bed already made up. Loophole in the system at a very age. I'm not finna do all that. I am a productive person when it makes sense. That don't make sense is when I get out of school, I'm going to go lay back down. I'm going to take me a shower because I done probably left practice. And I'm going to go lay back down, depending on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And no, absolutely not. But yeah, we couldn't leave. No.
Mm-mm. Nope. Could not leave the house without that bed made. That presentation was key.
Exactly. I went to, I ain't gonna even call it Prestige High School. My high school took in too goddamn early, 7:15 a.m. And it still takes in at 7:15 a.m. to this day. Who in the hell bed I'm finna make up and still try to make it to that school that early? 7:15 to the M? Them too many numbers too early in the morning.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I gotta get up 2 hours early.
Hey, it happens. Just like same way that my mother was big on making sure that bed was done. When I stayed with my grandmother, before you left the house in the morning, that bed better be made, or else it's gonna be hell to pay.
Loophole. It was made.
It was made.
When she found out that I was doing unregulated things, my uniform, she would come in, because I used to sleep hard back in the day. It's one of the reasons why I don't sleep hard no more. I don't like people coming in my room. I don't know you in there. So, she used to take my clothes and just put them in random places of the house because I would wake up late. Well, I would wake up in just enough time to walk out the door. She started just taking my clothes because I have them hung across the closet or something.
Mm-hmm.
She come in there in the middle of the night. I might find a shirt in the bathroom, skirt in the living room. Like, fuck, why? So I had to start getting up early. She found a flaw in my system.
Gonna get me one way or another. They were gonna get through.
That's what it is.
They gonna get through. That's like my aunt. Before she passed, once I moved to Mobile, she became one of my mother figures, of course, after I had my little trial in New York, and she's the one that kind of
wasn't on actual trial.
No, I was not. But
damn nerd court.
But no, yeah, she was one of those that kind of continue to try to steer me in the right direction, especially, of course, after the information of what I was doing in New York went to Mobile. But again, she was one of those of many, many women that have, saw the potential in me and, just wanted to make sure that I was going in the right direction. She made sure I went to Sunday school with her, on Sundays, and she got me into the video ministry at the church. And then even when I went to Spring Hill, she worked there. So, of course, that was my transportation there. But even then, she would know most of the professors and, she would just check on me and I would go by the mailroom where she worked at and hang out and everything. But, yeah, she was one of those aunts to where it was like, she's cool.
Yeah.
But don't push her. Or else you're gonna see the other side.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, not just alone with my mother, yet just my aunt. Well, just about all my aunts and all the women that have, kind of had a big influence on my life. There's plenty of gems I can take from each one that have kind of make me and build me to the person I am. I still got plenty to grow, but if it wasn't for them in my life, yeah, I probably would be way far off than where I am now.
Well, thank God for family.
Yes.
I didn't grow up with any well, I had aunt. Well, my mom doesn't have any sisters. So I'm having like aunts. Like I don't have any first cousins on my mom's side, which is fucking weird. Because most of the time you have first cousins on your mom's side if you don't have nothing else.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's like I have cousins, but I don't have like a shitload of first cousins. I'm serious. Yeah. I'm serious. So, because my uncle doesn't have any kids, and my mom doesn't have any sisters, she doesn't have any other siblings. But my dad, you know, they're in Texas. We are close as hell. But my aunt, no,
just never.
She's a great person to talk to. She's a great listener, but I knew my aunt was kind of off the rails. I'm gonna flip my laptop back. So y'all won't think I'm going crazy. So you see, where is it? Just picture a corner of a room, right? And it's a great corner because it's perfect because it's just like hers. Mm-hmm. It's a vent. It's a breakfast nook in her house. 20 years. It's a fucking plant in her kitchen. That bitch is upside down. She had no idea. I stopped talking to her ass immediately. Oh. She had no idea that one was upside down.
Are we trying to change the theme of this episode from Dear Mama to make it make sense?
Listen, I come from a great stock of human beings, but some of the shit they do make you want to second guess yourself. But I asked her one day, it was Christmas of like 93. 92 maybe. Never forget because we got snowed in. Mm-hmm. And I asked her, so why is that upside down? Oh, turn the whole house upside down. My cousin, the family guru, financial guru, mm-hmm. His mama, he said, I tried to tell him that the plane was upside down. Nobody want to believe me. He's like, literally, he's an Einstein fanatic. He did, that's a different subject. But I asked her, I said, why the plot upside down? She was like, go up there and get it. No, man. I had to be 12, 13. No, I don't know how old I was. But she was like, get it down. Nope, ask your husband. I'm not touching it. I touch it, bitch, it might disintegrate. She said it's been up there since they moved in. She said, I just dusted. You don't know it's upside down like that? I don't ask her for no direction. None. This is a lady who had a room full of clowns. I don't fuck with clowns. Therefore, I don't fuck with you. Why? Why are you shaking your head?
Well, clowns, I get it.
I love my auntie to the moon and back and then to the moon again. I don't ask her for too much. I got a lot of women in my life that taught me a lot. Whether it made sense or not. Yeah. What?
Nothing at all. That's like I said, it seems like the more we have this conversation, the more it seems like it's switching from Dear Mama to make it make sense.
It is Dear Mama. I mean, you be sad and melancholy the whole time.
I know, but normally when you think of the mother, you're thinking of, the grand matriarch, someone that has the ability to command the house and be able to be that whip. And, it's rare that we think about the silliness that our mothers,
and the simple things is that because we don't think as our moms or parents as being humans.
Yeah.
They all fucked us up because they were only working with the tools they had.
Yeah.
That's just like this generation of motherhoods. They're working with the tools that they had, which is the internet, the iPads, the tablets, and stuff like that. Like,
yeah.
We're working with the tools we had, and we have to go back to thinking that everybody is a human. It's like I was talking to somebody about Rihanna. Rihanna is pregnant, for those who don't know. So this is her first unofficial Mother's Day. But I like the fact that she lets us know that she is human. Rihanna found out she was pregnant. That bitch ain't had on a shirt since. Maybe 1 or 2 shirts, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? She's human. She's enjoying herself. And when it's time for her to shut down and decompress, she does that.
Yeah.
You don't hear from her. You don't see her. You know what I'm saying? Like right now she's getting ready because she probably finna have a baby. She hadn't already had it. But it's like we have, going back to the lyrics, it feels good to be able to do something for my parent or parents. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Prior to my father passing away. It feels great to say that I'm able to learn from those lessons that they were trying to teach me when I was in high school. Like, it's been in my brain as a tool that I hadn't had to use. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So to be, like you said, to be able to understand the silliness lets you know that your parents were just people. They were learning as they were going because you were growing and changing. You know what I'm saying? So you have to adjust to changing conditions. Just like as your parents get older, you're going to have to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Once a man, twice a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once a child, twice a woman. You know, whatever you want to say. But you have to understand that we are all winging it. Some of us are winging it with a lot of love, care, and attention, and some of us are winging it and just throwing money at it and hoping that that shit can bypass. Hopefully you can find somebody else to deal with it. Yeah. And a lot of parents, and I hope no one thinks that I'm shading them, but a lot of parents keep their kids so busy in so many activities so they don't have to parent.
Yeah.
And yes, I was in a lot of activities, but when I didn't want to do it, they didn't make me do it. And we didn't get no fucking participation award. Your ass went home butt naked with nothing in your hand.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
And there's nothing wrong with participation awards, because some kids actually try their best and just don't have the sportsman craft to do it. So I commend them, but the ones who don't, I have nothing to say but good luck. But yeah, my mom was crazy as hell. She did some weird crap, like put cinnamon in potato salad and couldn't nobody tell the difference but me. She's painted a lot of weird crap. My mama's favorite painting, I'm going to have to try to pull it up, is called Monday Blues. And I kid you not, that painting look just like my mama sometimes when she gets there. Let's see, Monday Blues. I'm gonna have to make sure that's the name of it. Painting. And it might just be called Monday. Nope, Blue Monday. That's what it is. And my mama's skinny, so it looked just like her. When she getting up. That's her favorite painting. And they human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, they're
they
human.
Mess up.
they can be protective too, because
Yeah.
while you were sitting there talking, I started thinking about a memory that I had of my mother. So, of course, when I was doing good at school and she would support me in track, she took me to this indoor track meet, and one of the guys that I was real cool with on the track team named Jorge, we had this joke going around about, of course, karate movies and everything else. So we're all talking about chi and everything else and being able to feel around our environment. So I'm stretching on the ground and I'm laying there, eyes closed. I'm just stretching, getting ready for my next event. So Jorge comes near me and he slightly hovers his foot over my face, continuing our joke between us. Boy, we'll talk about Mama Lydia coming over there in a heartbeat. I mean, she couldn't come down to the field, but yeah, right in the stands right over us. Jorge, I could just hear, he's like, Dorian. He's like, is that your mom? And you could just see it down there, like pointing at him and everything else. I was like, yeah, that's her. You might want to move your feet.
Killer coming at.
Yeah. Then when she got down there, she was like, I was ready to kill that boy. I was like, Mama, I was like, no, there's no need to kill him. It was an inner joke. It was like, I'll explain the whole situation. I was like, it was an inner joke between the both of us. It wasn't nothing malicious behind it. She was like, oh, okay. But yeah, I was ready to kill him.
I don't have any killer mama stories except for when I made my mama cry when it was time for me to go to the military. And she was like, you're not going. But I am. Fucking Air Force is standing in the door, lady. The van is right there, lady. I'm going. I didn't cuss at my mama, just so y'all know. Her hands, and still to this day, she got a quick hands now. Quick, very quick. She started crying. And this was right after 9/11. And I can understand why she was upset, because you went in during 9/11, right?
Right. Yep. I was, right hand was raised right after, actually the day after. I was on my way up to Montgomery on 9/11.
So mine would have been, when they came to get me was, I want to say June of that following year. It was right afterward. And that was my decision. She's like, no, you're not going. So I was like, okay, well, I got to go to school. I got to get up out of this city because I'm not going to stay in this city. Yeah. So that was one of the reasons why I left. But that was the only thing that I could think of that she pretty much let me, I won't say govern my own life, but she let me experience things.
Yeah.
Because she knew that if I didn't, things would turn out for the worse. The more you hold on tight, the wilder they're gonna be when they get out. Yeah. So she kind of let me do my own experiences. But she did tell us, my sister and I, she said that you are going to graduate high school, and you are going to graduate high school without having a child. So those were the stipulations. We followed those stipulations to a T. But I wanted to go to the military, and I could have gone to the military after I went to college and all that other good stuff. But I saw how it made my mama cry, and I'm the baby, and I can't make my mama cry. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can say all the rules don't apply to me, but I can't make my mama cry. So that's one of the things that that I do regret not being able to do. I'm over the age limit now and still can't. But that's about the only time that she pretty much laid her foot down and was like, nah, you ain't going.
Yeah.
I do know this. This is funny. The sheriff office thought my folks were, I ain't gonna say drug addicts or not giving me my medicine. So this is why I have a high tolerance for pain. Thank you, sheriff office. I had my tonsils taken out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they give you these things. They give you liquid Lortab. This one Lortab was just popping.
Yeah.
A big ass bottle Lortab. Big ass brown bottle Lortab. They want you to take couple times a day because it's liquid.
Yeah.
Oh, fucked up thing about it, I got my tonsil taken out right before 4th of July. I was mad. Couldn't eat no barbecue. My daddy got some good barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I went through half that bottle and I was still hurt. Coughing, spitting, hacking. I just couldn't take it. They gave me something that was supposed to numb, like lollipops.
Mm-hmm.
And supposed to numb. Shit didn't work. Couldn't eat nothing but ice. Tried to eat broth. It was just a whole bunch. So my mama called the doctor. They said some more. You know, the fucking sheriff had to bring my my medicine because it was such a high quantity of narcotics and it had been less than 30 days. But I was in that bitch high as a cooler. I was drooling. I was drooling. Oh my God. I said, I don't see how these young folks do it. They be on the shit all day. I just wanted to ease the pain a little bit.
Like you say, high tolerance.
Ooh, baby. Too many narcotics will make you look constipated. I feel sorry for that colon. Because you're doing that shit. Then you're smoking. Then you're getting the munchies. Where's it going, Jesus?
Mm-hmm.
But I digress. But yeah, that's the only thing. And then we'll talk, if we want to, we can do, talk about fathers on Father's Day. But my mom, I literally only had my mom for up until I turned 21. I left home. I was 18.
Yeah.
So for a year and a half was the remaining time that I had with my mom. Prior to that, it was my growing developmental years.
Yeah.
So it was great times. I remember she killed my bird. Don't give a bird bread and no water in a cage.
Didn't know any better.
The hell? I miss my bird.
She didn't know any better. That's all.
They were mad when I came home with that bird too.
So you thinking it was intentional? Premeditated?
They could have told me to just take it back. Well, she could have just told me to take it back.
Yeah, the closest thing we could have to pets in my mother's house was fish, and I was bad at taking care of them fish.
We had plenty of fish, you know that.
Yeah, I was bad at taking care of fish because we would get a whole bunch of goldfish and then a silverfish, and the next thing you know, I'd feed them. I'd try my best to feed them daily, and then next thing I know, we go on vacation. And at the time, we didn't know there was a thing that you can just buy that would spit the food out, at certain times. So we come back from vacation. We, normally we were gone for about a week or so. We come back. We can't find any fish.
It typically works like that.
I mean, we found one fat silverfish. We're like, oh, well, we know what happened with the goldfish. No wonder we can't see anything on the bottom of the tank.
We had plenty of fish. We don't have the tank active right now, but plenty of fish in that tank, like to the point to where it was a mastermind plan when it came to moving the fish. You take the fish first. The fucking fish? Nobody, just the fish? My mama had her favorite fish his name was Shamu. And he was a fancy goldfish, and that was her baby. She had Shamu and Uno, because Uno was the first fish she bought. So his name was Uno. And Shamu was, like I said, a fancy goldfish. And baby, she loved them damn fish. But yeah, parents are just human, man.
Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, they
just
are.
fucking human. I'm trying to think of anything crazy that she did before I can. No. I mean, she instilled a lot in me. She wasn't. She like you say, that the era of woman, they're simpler. Of course, they didn't have a whole lot to work with, but they are homemakers.
Yep.
As well as the first few women that were going into the workplace. So they had this camera made my knit look like Mike Myers. They the first few women to go into the workplace. If y'all didn't know, our parents are older, so that's why we're speaking of this. First few women going to workplace, they were active. They were young. They were teenagers during the civil rights movement.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they've seen a lot. And they didn't have a whole lot of time to, I won't say play around, but they didn't have a whole lot of time to grow.
Yeah.
They had to develop very fast.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they were able to succeed a little bit better. Because you had time to play and you had time to chill.
Yeah.
Right now it's like a mosh pit of, we have unlimited information at our fingertips and won't do shit with it. So
yeah,
I don't know, but I love my mama. I love all the weird things she taught me. I love all the things she did not teach me because it gave someone else the satisfaction of teaching me.
Yeah.
I don't think she withheld anything, or any of the women in my life withheld anything from me. I got this tattoo after my father passed away. It says, "I am because you were." And it means a lot when it comes to me being a daddy's girl. And it becomes a lot when I think about my mom too, because I am because she was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And one of my friends and I, we were talking, we were talking about how some people take their kids to their mom's or grandparents' house and just drop the kids off when they're 4 or 5 years old and just get gone. And I told her I didn't have that. Although my mom wouldn't have mind, but I didn't have that. But I know that if she was in her right mind and was not sick, that I probably would have. And I probably would have had more children than that. You know what I'm saying? Because I had so much family help. So in a way, I thank her for that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I mean, there's no way that I could pay you back. But my plan is to show you that I understand. You are
Indeed. Yeah. I think that sums up pretty much everything. For the listeners, you can share your favorite mama moments with us. Yeah, you can share your favorite mama moments, or share your mother stories with us. Leave them in the comments, here on YouTube, or leave them wherever you follow podcasts. We're pretty much everywhere. Or
fucking stalkers. Just pop up.
or just hit us up on social media or leave a question or what in the world are you doing?
Keep talking.
Or hit us up at parkbencherconvosinthepark.com.
I don't know what I was doing. I really don't. I just know that I kind of got close to the screen. Look, I don't have a medical condition, okay? I know that I blink a lot, but I don't have a medical condition. I just have long ass eyelashes and they touch and I don't like that. And I just...
Okay.
That's all.
And with that being said,
I'm sorry, am I too close? Am I in your personal space?
No.
Is this alarming?
No, it's not to me. It's not to me. Maybe to the viewers, but until the next time, y'all. Have you had that convo yet? Why not?
Call your mama. Good night.
Good night. We catch y'all next time. Peace.